I'm starting with a walking practice and having my attention, like when you focus your eyeballs in on to see something really clearly, or when you kind of blur your eyeballs so that you see a sort of a lot of information but kind of out of focus. The practice that I'm starting with is this kind of blurry focus, noticing all of my body sort of at the same time. And as I do that, I'm also having some of my attention on the outside world. I'm aware of my dog friend Hildy running around. I'm aware of the sound around me. Noticing what are the sounds you can hear wherever you are. And then again, coming to notice the sensations in your body. Like if you had a stereo dial and it was a balanced dial and you turned it to the right and it's the speaker on the right, and you turn it to the left and you hear the sound out of the speaker on the left. So I'm sort of playing with this dial, listening to the sounds outside of me. And then I can turn the dial a bit and listen to the sensations inside of my own skin. And I can see if I can get a sort of like 50-50 balance. You can play with whatever balance for yourself. The idea is to notice whatever comes up as you sense outside of you and then sense inside of you. And on this inside of you, and you can of course modify the practice however it works for you. For now, I'm dialing in a little bit stronger to listen to the inside of me. I notice some particular areas inside of me speaking up. And so I'm bringing my attention to those areas. And maybe you're walking, or maybe you're lying down or sitting. You can also play with your eyes open or your eyes shut. Noticing, does what you can feel of your sensations change when you open your eyes or shut your eyes? And so as I notice the sensation inside of me, bringing this quality of just saying hey, similar to I can see a tree over there next to me, and I acknowledge I see that tree. It's a rather It's a rather neutral-esque acknowledgement. And similarly to the sensations I feel inside of myself, rather than asking why they're there or remembering storylines, letting that kind of thinking float away or be saved for later, and returning just for the short practice to the sensation. And just similar to seeing the tree, acknowledging the sensation of, okay, I see you. I acknowledge that you're there. And maybe you feel nothing, and that's also perfectly fine. The goal of the practice here is to check, to lean your ear over to your sensation and hear what you hear. If you hear nothing, you've still done it right. And if you feel sensation, it might be changing as you're listening to it. Again, every time you notice thinking, like meaning and reasons for the sensation, let that be saved for later or float away and return to how do you describe the sensation? Is it tight or floppy, soft? Is there a color or a sound or a smell? Is there like a word that it is calling out from inside of you? And maybe you play again with this dialing back outside. Noticing, how does the air around you smell? Is it cold or hot or moist or dry? Can you taste it? And again, or maybe you shift to listening to the sounds around you, or maybe the sounds of my voice or this video. Whatever sounds you hear, noticing like how far away are they from you? Is it a sound in the distance or very close? Is it a fast sound? Does it sound like something moving slowly? And then again, dialing back in, and maybe to all the parts of your body, or maybe just to this region, offering this sort of goodbye of like, okay, I acknowledge you. If you can, offering like a thanks for this practice.